Next part, here we go. What you think? Here's my Where's Waldo shirt. And I found my chef hat. Dope, right? Right? Yeah. Alright. My wife has this weird OCD where she arranges the dinner plates by the date they were bought. It's an extremely rare dish order. My wife asked if she could have some peace and quiet while she tried to cook dinner, so I took the batteries out of the smoke alarm. People say that circumcision doesn't hurt, but I disagree. I was circumcised when I was born, and I couldn't walk for over a year. What is the root of all evil? 25.8069758011. A man goes to the doctor for a physical. Patient: don't be alarmed, but I have 5 penises. Doctor: 5 penises? How do your trousers fit? Patient: like a glove. My girlfriend said to me, I know you've been cheating on me with that girl from... Yeah, I don't think I could actually read this if I wanted to, but alright, let's give it a shot. Land fair per week, walan Google shawan with the Rob Wallen Teleshush Goch. It's like a bunch of gibberish. I said, how can you say such a thing? Right? Exactly. See, I should have finished it. Oh, my bad. Did you hear about the ventriloquist whose dummy is a donkey? He's always talking out of his ass. What did the baby corn say to the mama corn? Where is popcorn? My wife always wanted a son with a foreign sounding name, so after she gave birth, she decided on Mark, but with a C. I just went to register his name. Now I'm so excited to get home to see little baby Kark. What do you call a deceased Finnish man? Finished. I'm never again donating money to anyone collecting for a marathon. They just take the money and run. Doctor, sorry about your weight. Patient, I too, but I've been fat all my life. Two drunk guys were about to get into a fight. One draws a line in the dirt and says, if you cross this line, I'll hit you in the face. That was the punchline. Asked my date to meet me at the gym, but she never showed up. Guess the two of us aren't going to work out. I downloaded the soundtrack to Titanic. It's sinking now. What's Russia's favorite streaming platform? Netflix. What did the skeleton want to send? Why didn't the skeleton want to send any Valentine's Day cards? His heart wasn't in it. What do you get when you mix a motorcycle with a joke? A Yamaha. Oh, that was solid. What do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back? A stick. Or gone. A Yamaha. That's great. Yeah. Wouldn't it have been amazing if John Lennon had invented that device that you put in your front door to secretly see who's on the other side? Imagine all the peepholes. What did the octopus say to his girlfriend when he proposed? Can I have your hand in marriage? What did the French chef give his wife for Valentine's Day? A hug and a kiss. A termite walks into the bar and asks, is the bartender here? How do you put a baby astronaut to sleep? You rock it. Spiders are the only web developers who love finding bugs. For Valentine's Day, I would have bought flowers for my girlfriend, but my wife wouldn't let me. Gambling addiction hotlines would do so much better if every fifth caller was a winner. What do you call a polite person who builds bridges? A civil engineer. Bilbo awoke one morning to find that a supermarket had been built next to his house. There's an unexpected item in the Baggins area. I don't want to brag, but I just finished a jigsaw puzzle in a week, and it said 2 to 4 years on the box. Sometimes I wake up grumpy, but other times I let him sleep in. My son just accused me of lying. I wouldn't mind, but I don't even have any children. I broke my finger today, but on the other hand, I'm fine. Why do elephants hate running on the beach? Because they can't keep their trunks up. I made my son some scrambled eggs, and as he was eating them, I turned to him and asked, "Are they all they were cracked up to be?" When she heard me sing, my music teacher told me I should be tenor. 10 or 12 feet away from every musical instrument. I was explaining to my son how a baton is used in relay races, and he understood right away. I gotta hand it to him. Today I saw an ad that said radio for sale, £1, volume is stuck at max level. I thought, I just can't turn that down. Wife, I just got stung by a jellyfish. Quick, pee on it. Husband, peeing on jellyfish. That's for stinging my wife. Turned 18 today, so I bought a locket and put my own picture in it. I guess I really am independent. I've just finished reading a book called How to Avoid Getting Ripped Off. Best $100 I ever spent. I went to a psychic and knocked on her front door. She yelled, "Who is it?" So I left. Right? She had to see you coming. Shoulda, if she's psychic. She should have been like, don't even knock. Just come on in, sir. It's ma'am. I told my wife I wanted cremated. So I guess you missed some words. Unless that's how they talk. I told my wife I wanted cremated. So she made an appointment for Tuesday. What do you call a nut with facial hair? A mustachio. How many tropical birds does it take to screw in a light bulb? Toucan. What do you call a teacher who doesn't fart in public? A private tutor. What is the medical diagnosis for owning too many dogs? Oh no, overdose! They've overdosed. Why are French snails the fastest in the world? Less cargo. My friend told me that he got a new job testing athletes for doping at the next Olympics. I think he's just taking the piss. So what does that mean? As far as British. Just taking the piss. Taking a piss is a Commonwealth informal term meaning to mock at the expense of others, or to be joking without the element of offense. Alright. But, wow. You couldn't really use it like that. Come on, man. Stop taking the piss. You're just pulling my leg, right? He's just taking the piss. I don't know. I don't like it. My son was spending too much time playing computer games, so I said, "Son, when Abe Lincoln was your age, he was studying books by the light of the fire." He considered this for a moment and replied, "When Abe Lincoln was your age, he was the President of the United States." Oh, you little shit. Two windmills are standing in a field, wanting to pass the time in conversation. One turns to the other and asks, "What kind of music do you like?" The second turns and says, "I'm a big metal fan." Wish I could use these binoculars because I just don't see it. What do you call a bigoted fashion designer? Closed-minded. Where does the tongue go to drop off its old clothes? The Salvation Army. My wife is fed up of my constant wordplay jokes, so I asked her, how can I stop my addiction? Whatever means necessary, she replied. No, it doesn't, I said. That's wrong. I slapped Dwayne Johnson's ass. Didn't feel like it at the time, but I realized I'd hit rock bottom. It would be the rock bottom. Because nobody just calls him Rock. Hey, Rock! No, it's either Rocky or it's The Rock. Right? Right? Got me. For years, I was against organ transplants. Then I had a change of heart. How do you get a farm girl to like you? Tractor. A tractor. I believe a lot of conflict in the Wild West could have been avoided completely if cowboy architects had just made the towns big enough for everyone. Because the town ain't big enough for the both of us. I have a Russian friend who's a sound technician. And a Czech one too. A Czech one too. My boss told me that as a security guard, it's my job to watch The Office. I'm on the second series, but I'm not really sure what this got to do with security. That's what she said. My wife said I should try lunges to stay in shape. That would be a big step forward for me. Which is heavier, the collected works of Shakespeare or a prison full of inmates? The pros outweighs the cons. I got a bar installed into my roof, just so whenever I have guests, I can say drinks are on the house. What do you call a red-headed baker, a gingerbread man? In which Indian city do people always leave their mothers? Mumbai. What smells better than it tastes? A nose. Why did the two worms have to leave their apple to get into Noah's Ark? Because they could only go in pairs. Why is dark spelled with a K and not a C? Because you can't see in the dark. My wife's leaving me because she thinks I'm obsessed with astronomy. What planet is she on? Two friends chat and one boasts about his new car. Friend 1. So I've got a new Tesla Model X. It drives itself. Friend 2. Nice. Where is it? Friend 1. No idea. It's out mining some Dogecoin somewhere, right? Yeah. I'm an optimistic pessimist. I'm positive things will go wrong. My friend is obsessed with taking blurry pictures of himself while taking a shower. He has serious self-esteem issues. I don't trust stairs. They're always up to something. My boss at Pixar and I got into a fight over our lack of new movies, but then we made up. Why did the S&M addict give up using his cat o' nine tails? He was at his wit's end. The internet connection at my farm is really sketchy, so I moved the modem to the barn. Now I have stable Wi-Fi. My wife asked me what starts with F and ends in K. I said, no, it doesn't. Why did the rapper get gold teeth? He wanted to put his money where his mouth is. My dad died last year when my family couldn't remember his blood type for the blood transfusion. As he was dying, he kept on saying, be positive. But it's very hard without him. I couldn't find my car scraper this morning, so I had to use a store discount card to scrape the ice. It didn't really work though. I only got 20% off. You know my hen counts her own eggs? She's a math my chicken. Alright, last page. And then we'll stop for the next one. Actually, yeah. We'll stop right here, actually. I'll save this one for the next one. And I got another book, so maybe we'll end this one and start the next one next time.